The last 2 weeks have been absolutely fucking awful. So, this weekly update is going to cover 2 weeks because I'd rather not talk about the family dramas that have been occurring. Because this is supposed to be my personal channel where I talk about not feelings. Hi, I'm Jason, an environmental science student. The plan is to go to Africa and become some kind of agricultural, enterprisal superstar. At least that was the plan 2 weeks ago. Yes, these are my gym clothes. Yes, they need to be changed. Don't judge me. Anywho, I'm going to tell you the 3 things I've learned, give you a recommendation, and I'm going to tell you the 3 things that are coming up. First thing, food, sleep, and exercise are all interconnected. For example, if you eat the wrong food, you're not going to feel very well, so you're not going to exercise that day. And if you don't exercise that day, you will not burn enough energy, so you don't get enough sleep. And if you don't get enough sleep, you're probably going to eat the wrong food. Whilst some of my family members have been drama llamas recently, had I kept to the food, exercise, sleep schedule, I do believe I would have had a better time. 2. I spent 2 days out with Mel Fraser, the most badass soil scientist that has ever existed. I have come to the conclusion that artificial fertilizers are essential to agriculture. I was in the other camp. Now my thinking is artificial fertilizers are a lot like medicine to humans. You need to eat it with food so that your stomach doesn't rot out. As in, you mix your artificial fertilizer with some compost or something. Yeah, absolutely wild time. I hope she still likes me and then I can go out again. She seems a bit busy at the moment though. 3. Vices. I was struggling there for a little bit. Don't worry, I'm not into crack or anything. But I have discovered that if I plan and schedule when and where I'm going to have my vices, the anxiety goes away almost immediately. Like, I could have potentially not even had the vices. It's just the fact that I didn't have a plan. That being said, my struggles are temporary due to current circumstances. Once circumstances change, I shall revert back to my regular self. And if I don't, I will go see a professional, because that's what you'll do when your problems are permanent. You go find help. Something, lifeline, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this I'm really excited about. I was gonna try and put it on the board here, but then I realized there might be copyright issues. So, T.A. Bushcraft. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Absolutely amazing. The guy makes 1 to 2 hour videos, very cinematic and peaceful, and he goes over, okay, he doesn't actually teach anything, he just shows what he's doing on his little homestead on a mountain in Vietnam. And I have learned so many things from this man. I would pay money if someone could condense all the good, usable information down into something smaller, rather than having to go through hours of content, because that just takes up a lot of time. But the guy is fucking phenomenal. Alright, next week is a heat wave, and I do not like the heat. So in the mornings, I'm going to be doing yard work. I have breakfast at lunch at home, and then I'm going to come over here to the university and enjoy the free air conditioning. Okay, technically I'm going into debt to pay for this air conditioning, but same. Number 1, I'm going to kit out my nursery. I have murdered all of the chickens, so I now have free time and free space. I'm going to build up a little nursery. 2, because I have a nursery, I will have somewhere to film. Also, a whole bunch of seeds have finally come in, so I have some actual content to make. I will be recording videos. So excited. 3, I'm getting some more vaccinations and hopefully going to organize a bit more work experience with some other people. Time will tell. For those of you that are unaware, I have a website. The link is in the description below. Alright, I've got a plan. I feel a bit better. Peace.